Hello guys, this is Maduka speaking. Of course, you can't see me. I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite trap setups in Meteor Maker. They are not made by me, but they are made by people you might know, like Otstarva, Florida Mandan, and stuff like that. People like that, basically. So yeah, this space has been live, so many of the things are currently on here, like this. That's not supposed to be there, but it is there. But anyways, the first trap you will see is a trap from Otstarva. He made this into his build that he had shown on YouTube, and I found that to be a really genius way to stop raiders. As you can see from the side, it has a flame, it has a impaler, and a bolt shot. So the thing is, like when you're standing here, you trigger the flame, and if you shoot your bolt away all the way over there, you have to go and get it again. And most of you can spot the trap on the side. It could either be on the side, this wall, the wall on that side, and the wall upstairs. So anyways, they will shoot two bolts in there and thinking they need to go and get their bolt again. So when they drag themselves over to that side, the bolt shot triggers with the mods on for Hunter, and you don't need the double down, but sometimes people will stand here with a shield, because whoever uses shield these days, I don't know, but shield. So maybe the shield will get them, whatever, and it's kind of tricky when it's like built in like this and you're stuck in there. So yeah, that's one of my favorite traps that I've seen, and yeah, the credits goes to Otstarva for that one. He showed it on his YouTube and I took a liking to it. And it's really hard to spot that trap, right? Many bases will now have that trap set up, so yeah, always look down, I guess. Over to the next trap. The next trap is something that I built in my very first base. It's quite simple. You have a room and it's big like this, right? As you can see, it's not part of the path for Harvey. It's a off to the side road. So if you see this and people will be like, oh, there is a room up here, let's go up here. They think like Harvey went up here or whatever. So you can clearly see this one. But if you make this room bigger and to the side, people will be looking up and then they fall straight down into the cube. It doesn't have any sound warning or anything, and most people, like if they don't look down, they don't see it. If they look up, they won't see it, right? So it's so funny getting kills in a trap like that only has one ramp and corrosive cube, and to this day I still laugh really hard when I see people falling into that kind of trap. And yes, I have seen this setup in other bases, and yes, I have walked in it myself, and I feel it is stupid when I have done that. It's so simple but yet so effective. And though if you have a little bit of time, you can press space and jump instantly, but still it's funny when you get those kills. I'm not gonna take ownership over this setup. The things on the sides or the flame in the end has nothing to do with this setup. The setup is basically a holo cube next to a triangle. And so many times I have walked and thinking I'm in like safe, and I fell down. The problem is when you try to get up is when you get stuck in the triangle above, so you can't take your normal jump out of the corrosive cube again, and then the impaler kills you. So corrosive cube, ramp on the side that covers half of it, and an impaler. That is so effective against almost everyone. Like, people don't think so much of a little triangle. They fall down, they get stuck, they panic, and then the impaler kills you. To make sure you get the kill, you could place in the self-destruct mod or whatever, but it's like, yeah, not that needed. Most of them will die to the thing, and you fill in the room with whatever traps that is good for your base, I guess. Then we have something I saw from a good friend of my community and Gifrok's community. It's the Florida Man's Dan. You place a piston with the self-destruct mod on, so when this one explodes, the corrosive cube will disappear. The corrosive cube has the masquerade mod on it. 2 guards are now they go into it, and when the self-destruct goes off, the trap will disappear, and these guys will each run and jump down, one from behind and one in the front, and they will run to you and try to kill you. It's quite a technical setup, but when you get the hang of it, then it's so good. You need to have it like on a ramp, and you have to walk on the halfway spot to jump down. They will not take the damage from the corrosive or the fall to be killed, but they will survive that one. Another thing that you can do with this setup is to include it with the famous banana split. As you can see here, the banana split is right there. The next mod. It's a bomb trap next to a splitter like this that redirects some of the bombs behind, or you can do it the other way to the front. When it triggers, if they don't get they don't get to shoot it, then they will fall back. If they fall back, then they will have bombs falling down there. If they don't have a shield, they will die, or if they don't react fast enough to shoot away the bombs, they will die. So that's a really good setup. They call it the banana split. I don't know if that's the name that people want it to be called, but that's what I'm calling it, because of Gifrok called it that one time on the stream. The next setup, it's again something from Otstarva. You have lava cubes, as I call them lava cubes, with you can have masquerade on them, and you can also have the splatter going on them. So the thing is, when you walk up the side here to shoot the trap in front of you, you will trigger the trap on the right side. This can be built also here, like one closer, or it can build one further away. All depends. Like you can't stop a speedrunner with this one, right? Because they will just move away from the bombs. But anyone that backs off will have an issue, because the bombs will travel through the corrosive and land on the other side. So they will have bombs in front of them and bombs behind them. It's a really good setup, and it's from Otstarva again. Quite funny and easy to use, like 2 lava cubes, 1 holo cube, and 1 bomb. And you can also place other things in, but that's a really good setup. Next we have just the falling guard. I love the falling guard. You remove this, like when you trigger this, the trap with masquerade on will make the guard jump. So what I've learned is if you do this and jump down, then maybe the guard wouldn't jump down, right? So the best thing to make it happen is to make him go into the corrosive and looking up. When he's looking up, he doesn't see the radar, so he doesn't trigger, and yeah, he doesn't stop up there. You want him to fall down, right, to do damage. So the best way to do this is to look to the left or to the right, wherever you think the radar is, or just press R to make him stand in place. You have to finish the what's it called? You have to finish the path with an R, so he stands guard. The next, I don't know if I should take credit for this or not. I don't know who came up with this setup, but this is a setup I figured it out on my own. There's probably hundreds others that have made similar things, but it's basically 2 roads with lava cubes. And you have to have things in the front, of course. But when you come out here, they will trigger. If you're scared and walk back, they will shoot you through the lava cubes. And the lava cubes has what's it called again? The splatter mud on it. And you don't have to have it on both sides. You can have it on one of the sides. And other traps, like if the road goes this way, they hear the trap, they go back, they panic. If they don't panic, they shoot the trap and then still move forward. You have the claw that we all love, will come and grab you and bring you back into the spikes. So yeah, it works for both sides. You can have a double setup, a single setup on one of the sides. And then we have a really nice setup. This is one of the first things I fell in love with in this game, except for the first trap I showed you over there. It's just a holo cube that triggers and then bolts come shooting out. Most people, like if you're new, or even experienced players, keep forgetting that there can be spikes on the side. So they hear the cube, they react to it, they either dash forward with the sword, or they take the bolt shot and shoot it, and they forget about the spikes and they get spiked. So it's really simple. It's just those 3 things together. 2 of them are like traps to make you die for this trap. So 2's what's it called? Substitute? No, not substitute. But yeah. Other than that, it's the same idea as the one over there. It's just a holo cube with spikes in it. I find that to be better than the holo cube with lava under it. Because the lava, when they fall down, they will fall like all the way down to the lava part and touch it and then jump out, right? But if they are already all the way down there, then the lava can't kill them, because you have to be in for a longer time in the lava. But the spike will instantly kill you. So if you fall too far down, the spike will get you better. So you could do it like this, or have it even one more down to make it harder for them to, like if they fall too far down, like this. And then you can also have like a spike there, but let's face it, it's overkill. If they dare to it once, they will ignore it, and you don't have to spend more time on it than that. So yeah, guys, that's my favorite traps to build. And I will not take credit for any of these ideas, I guess. I have found them when I'm raiding and stuff. Now, I do like to make bases like this, where you have a pathway to go, and some bigger rooms and small rooms, and I think that's more fun than a giant maze where you spend hours and hours and can't find your way, or you walk into a giant kill room with a lot of traps. Like I find like this is more for me. This is what I like. And yeah, if you don't know my slogan, it's "Oh my god." This is Gifrok's idea right there. But yeah, thank you for letting me show you my favorite traps, and whenever you see a base from me, make sure to watch out for these things, I guess. And if you use this video to get ahead of all my bases, then yeah, I don't know what to say. Maybe I'm stupid for doing this. But it's good fun. We all love this game. So yeah, until next time, See you later.